Hello everyone, welcome to today's video, and today we're gonna talk about the Eternals movie. I just watched the Eternals and I'm gonna tell you now what I think about it. And with that out of the way, let's get started. And some possible spoilers. I'm gonna try to not spoil so much, but I can't help if something comes out, just to keep that in mind. The thing about the Eternals is that it has a decent storyline and it has decent character. And I think that my two favorite of those characters is Cersei and Icarus. And I have to also mention that I haven't read the Eternals before. So I come to this movie without any knowledge of any of the characters. And that really helped the movie for me, since I had no idea what to expect. Again, are decent characters, and I feel like Cersei and Icarus again is the best of them. I really like those two characters. The only thing I didn't like with Icarus is when he finally realized that he was wrong, that he ended up, and this is spoiler, took his own life. I really feel like that was a coward's way out. He should have stayed with the Eternals, in my opinion. So that in itself lowered this little bit for him. So Cersei is my favorite character. But those two are far from the only great characters. I feel like the writers and directors did a really great job with Sprite and Kingo. I really like those two characters. Again, I feel like there was something they could have done different with the character to make them better, but I feel like Sprite storyline and the way they ended it was pretty great. Maybe she still can be a hero and use her powers, but I actually doubt that. But again, those two characters are great and they help move the plot forward, and that is one thing I like about them. I also like the character of Druig and Pastos. I'm not sure how to pronounce that last one, but I just hope I got it right. I think those characters were done pretty well as well, and I like that neither of them really wanted to help the Eternals at the beginning. And when they come ask them for help, they didn't really want to go and help them there and then, but they learned that they have to help them, and that is something I really enjoy. That some characters don't necessarily want to help them out at start, but decide to do it. That is more character development, in my opinion. And I like that one of them represents gay people, because I feel like sometimes there's not enough of representation of that. And that is one of the things that I like about those two characters. However, I cannot say the same for Tina and Gilgamesh. I didn't really like their characters that much in this movie. I didn't really feel they were so interesting. I didn't feel like their development was so great, and I feel like they killed off one of them too soon. I know there should be some consequence and some character might die, but I feel like again that they killed off a wrong character, in my opinion. I'm not sure if I'd have said the same if any of the other characters died, or maybe I would have said the same. I'm not quite sure, but I have the feeling that Gilgamesh's death was too soon. I also didn't feel much about the storyline they had, that Tina couldn't control her power and Gilgamesh trying to help her. It shows that he's a kind-hearted character, but again, to me, it didn't feel that great or that well executed. I didn't really see any real repercussion of Tina's less able to control herself, and that is the reason why I don't think their character was so great in this movie. But I really enjoyed Ajax in this movie. I really felt like she was a great leader, a great character, and a character can create respect between each other. That is the reason why I liked her so much. Another thing why I like her is because of her death. It feels more natural. It feels like that was meant to happen. It really set up that Ajax was a great character. Her death really impacted the rest of the Eternals, and that is something that shows really well. And the fact that she was killed off by Ikaris is something that also helped set things up. That Ikaris actually is a traitor. He believed in Aradin and the mission they had, and that is something that helped set out the two characters. She believed in him for a period, while Ikaris decided that the mission was too important, and that is what I like about her. She was a bit like Ikaris, and then she become more and more of her own character, more and more a character that can think instead of just following orders. As for Makkari, I didn't like her character at all. I understand having a silent character can be intriguing for some people, but it's not that intriguing for me. I can't really bring myself to enjoy a character. I don't think her power is that special. Okay, I like super speed, but when the character aren't that interested, I'm not so interested in what power they have. And that is what her problem is for me. As for Dan Whitman, I really liked his character. I liked him to a certain extent. I don't think he was the best character, but again, he didn't have much to work on. But I liked the post-credit scene that he really showed that he has the Amnesty Blade, and I really can't wait to see where he will show up next. I think I'm gonna make a video where I think he might show up, but again, I have no really idea where Marvel want to show him off next, so I don't know yet. But again, I really liked his character. A small character in this movie, maybe he will be a bigger character in the next movie. Who knows? Now over to the villains. I really believe that Adam, the judge, is a villain. And I also think that the thing is said that without the Celestials there will only be darkness. I think that is a bit of a lie. I don't think that the Eternals are really gods. Maybe they're close to gods, but I don't know. I really feel like he is a villain, and the fact that he's saying that Earth shall be judged just helped me believe that. I don't think he's that well interesting character, and for Crow, I really feel he was a lost potential. He could have been great in so many ways. The Deviant could have been a real threat, but they weren't. They were laughable. I didn't enjoy Crow. I didn't enjoy the Deviant. I feel like Marvel Studio really missed the mark with them. They could have been great, but they fall flat for me, and I can't like them at all. There are too many problems for me with the Deviants. As for ranking, I will give this 4 out of 10. Again, it's far from the best movie in my opinion. I can count a good other MCU movies that is better, but it's far from the worst, and I think it still is a great movie. So 4 out of 10 is maybe not as good as some of you think, but it's actually not as bad as you think either. It's a great movie, but what do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let me know in the comment section down below. I will like, share, subscribe. I will see you guys next time.